All right, everyone. So this former WWE star would like to be a part of John Cena's retirement tour. We're reading from Wrestling Inc. We'll tell you who it is in a second. I would love to get in the ring with Cena, former NWA World Heavyweight Champion Matt Cardona said on Busted Open Radio, mentioning that he'd wrestled Cena before when Cardona performed under the Zack Ryder gimmick in WWE. I've definitely grown as a man and performer, according to the former Island IZ. Cena played a role in his maturing process since their feud in 2011. All these years later, I'd like to see John Cena versus the Deathmatch King Matt Cardona in a WWE ring. Cardona gushed. Cardona and Cena feuded in 2011 in the lead up to Cardona's brief run as WWE United States Champion. So everyone remembers Zack Ryder, right? He was one of those characters who, even if he wasn't in the World Heavyweight Championship discussion, right, during his time in WWE, you just remembered his character because it was just so it appealed to the audience, right? I remember being like, here comes Zack Ryder, all of the hair used to put that Zack Ryder hair on, and it said "woo" on it. I used to think that was awesome. So he's one of those characters that sure, he wasn't the company's baby face at the time, the company's number one wrestler, but he still is very memorable. And I think this is the stuff that I don't know if this is going to be a match that's included. I don't know how that all will work out, but this certainly is something that WWE has to keep into account. Is they got to fit as many bombshell John Cena matches as they can into this tour, whether that means putting him on Raw for a big match or SmackDown for a big match or wherever. Not just pay-per-views. Let's see these big matches, against all sorts of different wrestlers to make this so memorable so that when we get to look back on this retirement tour, we go, that was awesome, right? It wasn't just because most of these retirement tours you get in WWE are not a year long thing where you can plan it out. Like you think about Ric Flair, right? It was a match at WrestleMania where he retired. So that was really a one match retirement tour versus something like with Cena. We're going to get a chance to have an entire year's worth of wrestling where he can compete and face different guys. They don't all have to have huge build-ups. They don't all have to have huge, odds and stakes. Just seeing some of the guys from his past, some of the younger guys now, I think that will be a very entertaining, way to do this, and I think people will be happy with it. So I'll tell you this, John Cena, Zack Ryder, I'm all for it. So thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next.